Hey, what is up YouTube? I am back here with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make arms. So to make them, here's what you are going to need. You are going to need light blue concrete powder, light blue concrete, light blue wool, white wool, pink terracotta, black wool, brown concrete, brown terracotta, black concrete powder, and the last two is light gray concrete and cyan concrete. Pause the video, grab those materials. Okay. And once you have all those materials, give me a second. Here's what you are going to want to do on the floor, or on the ground. You want to start off your statue by doing 2 light blue concrete powder, 1 light blue wool, 2 light blue concrete, 1 wool, 2 powder. For the next 2 rows, just copy what you have. So 1, 2. Just copy that like you have it. Okay. For the next row, do 2 wool, 4 concrete, 2 wool. For the next, for the next 6 rows, do 2 light blue concrete powder, 1 light blue wool, 2 concrete, 1 wool, 2 powder. So like I said, that's for the next 6. So those being the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. And just fill that in. Like so. Oh, and before we get too far into the video, one thing that you might need is a barrier block. So how you get a barrier block is you do /give @s barrier, and that's it. And then it should just go directly to your inventory. Because there are concrete powder, so if you're in survival, you would use string. If you're in creative, you could use string or a barrier block. For the next row, what you want to do is you want to do 1 powder, 2 wool, 2 concrete, 2 wool, 1 powder. For the next row, do 2 wool, 4 concrete, 2 wool. I'm actually going to count these, making sure that it is only 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Then for the start of the row for the torso, you just want to do a solid row of concrete. Oh, this phone is locking up fast. Okay. For the next row, you want to do 1 concrete, the rest wool. Then do a solid row of wool. Then do 3 wool, 2 concrete powder, 3 wool. For the next I'm honestly surprised how fast this phone is locking up. For the next 1, 2, 3, it looks like. For the next 3 rows, do 2 wool on either side and fill the middle end with your powder. So like I said, for the next 3, so 1, 2, no, that's 4, 3, and just fill that in. Then what you want to do is you want to do 3 light blue, 2 powder, 3 light blue. For the next 2 rows, do 2 solid rows of light blue wool, so 1, 2, then finish it off with a solid row of light blue concrete. I'm going to check this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, it was 4. Okay. All you have to do is just move everything up by 1. Past the little cross thing. I mean, it ain't like there's a lot of detail, so it should be pretty simple to do. And almost there. And there we go. Leaving you with something that should look a little bit like this so far. I'm like, what am I running into? Once you have that, it is time to move over onto the arms. And as a matter of fact, both arms are identical, so you can start on either side. Me personally, I am going to start on the right here. And what you want to do to start off your arm is find this row right here, the only solid row of light blue concrete. And you want to place 1 white wool, 1 light blue, 1 white wool. For the next row, do 2 concrete, 1 concrete powder. Then what we're going to do is we are going to bring up this concrete all the way up to the top of the arm. So, if I can even do it, bring this all the way up to the top. Then from the top here, what you want to do is you want to come out by 2 and then go down another row. And of course, since the rest of the arm is filled in with concrete powder, we do have to head back down to the bottom just to fill it in. Leaving you with something that should look a little bit like that. That's cash. Once you have that, all you need to do is come over to this side and do the same exact thing. So, 1 white wool, 1 light blue concrete, 1 white wool, 1 light blue, 1 concrete powder, 2 concrete. Bring this all the way up to the top with your concrete. Then make 2 solid rows of just concrete. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Fill the rest of the arm in with your concrete powder. Leaving it with something that should look a little bit like that for the front. Once you have done that, it is time to move over onto the back of the statue. So pause the video if needed, not here but back at the little point that we were at. And what you want to do, this might be changed if it is different for the sides, but I'm assuming it's not. You want to come back by 3 with your concrete powder, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you want to do 1 concrete powder, 1 light blue wool, 2 blue concrete, 1 light blue wool, 1 blue concrete powder. Well, light blue concrete powder. Then copy this for the next 2 rows. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. There we go, almost there. For the next row, you want to do 3 wool, 2 concrete, 3 wool. Then continuing up for about 6 rows, you want to do 2 concrete powder, 1 wool, 2 concrete, 1 wool, 2 concrete powder. So like I said, that is for the next 6 or the next 5. So this being the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. It's basically just copying what you have on the back, on the front, other than a little minor difference that is not there. But other than that, it is the exact same. I mean, not much is different. So, yeah. Then for the next row, you want to do 1 light blue concrete powder, 2 wool, 2 concrete, 2 wool, 1 powder. And for the final row of the back of the legs, you want to do 2 wool, 4 concrete, 2 wool. Then for the torso, you want to do light blue concrete. Then what we are going to do for the back of the torso is, here's what you are going to want to do. What we're going to do is we are going to create a square of light blue concrete. So if you know what I mean, you bring up either side, for whatever reason is not wanting to place, of the statue up to the top here. Then you bring up the other side right here. Hey, it finally went. And you fill it in. Like that. Making a cyan square. Then what you are going to want to do is you're going to want to bring and make a light blue square. So for the light blue square, you're going to want to place 2 solid rows of light blue. So 1, 2. Then bring up the edges on either side. And then fill this in going down 2 rows. So this being the first and second. Then all you need to do is just fill this in with your light blue concrete powder. Leaving you something that should look a little bit like that. Once you have done that, you are going to need your barrier block or string or whatever you are using and your cyan concrete. So, to do this one, what you are going to want to do is you are going to want to place 3 barrier blocks or string right about this row. Right below the arms. So, like that. And you can either choose to keep the middle or you can break the middle. Then what you're going to want to do on either side is you're going to want to do 1 light blue concrete powder, 1 white wool, 1 light blue concrete powder. But the big difference is on the right side. This is the only difference on the whole back of the arm. And it goes 1 light blue concrete powder, 1 concrete, 1 light blue concrete powder. And once you've done that, just come over to the left arm and do 1 powder, 1 wool, 1 powder. Then on the top here, you want to do 1 powder, 1 wool, 1 powder. That's the only difference. And then, since those both are started off, just fill the rest of the arm in with your concrete powder. There's none of that cyan at the top. It's just straight up concrete powder for the arm, and that's the only detail on the back. He says 1 singular claw. I'm guessing that's what it is, but yeah. Really, I'm not 100% sure because I don't know what animal he is. But yeah, you know, he's some kind of animal. I don't know what he is though. Once you have done that, you are 100% fully done with the back of your statue. Now, basically to move over to the sides, and I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, both sides are identical? Maybe, maybe not. No, they ain't. Okay, so coming over to the right side here. Was that the start of Nico, or who was that the start of? I'll take it was the start of Nico. What you want to do is you want to place 2 solid rows of just powder, then wool. Wow, this thing is locking way faster than usual. Then fill the rest in with your wools, with your powder. So just bring that all the way up with just your powder until you reach the top. And then this can be wool. And as a matter of fact, the under of the arms does not matter. So what we're going to do is the only thing that you are going to need to do is this block right here is actually a powder. The rest of this fill in with either your light blue concrete, your wool, or your powder, but you are going to need to place string or barrier. But once you come to the front, you want to do one wool, one powder. Then for the next row, do solid row of wool. Then bring this up until you reach the light blue concrete up there. So just bring this all the way up until you are in line with the concrete powder, with the concrete. Then just fill this in with your light blue concrete. For the top here, just come in by 2 with your concrete. And that is about it. Oh wait. Leaving you with, let me move this. Leaving you with something that should look a little bit like that. Once you have that, all you need to do is move over to the other side here and practically do the exact same except for one little difference. And I mean, I'll just do the difference right now. This is light blue concrete. That's the only difference. Everything else is the same. So, if you really think about it, we're just playing color match. And I mixed up the blocks here, and that's going to be fun to delete. Yeah, one thing about it being concrete powder, whenever you break a block, it is so fun to place it back because you have to break every individual piece of concrete powder. Unless you just whip out your torch and you just, you know. Now, come on. There we go. And you're literally just playing color match. Yeah, except for at the top. Yep. That's all we gotta do is just play a little miniature game of color match. And there we go. And there is a little bit of cyan at the top, but I'm not going to do it because it's just, I mean, it's up to you guys. But what we are going to do is once you have done both sides, it is actually time to move over onto the head. So let me break this little block right here. This is what the other side wants to look like once you are 100% fully complete. Pause the video if needed. And once you have done that, here's what you are going to need for the head. So, get rid of the barrier block. I mean, you can keep the cyan. We are going to need, I think it's mainly just wool. Wool and concrete. So you can get rid of the powder and move all of these over, leaving 2 slots. And you're going to need your pink terracotta and your black wool. These 2 you might as well move closer. And what you want to do, once you have that, is you want to come up to the top here, and you want to do, pretty sure on the sides it is just black. Yeah, it's black wool. Okay. So what you are going to want to do is you are going to want to come out by 2 with your black wool. So 1, 2, like that. Then what you want to do is you want to place 2 pink terracotta. And I forgot a block. You are going to need white terracotta. The fact that it grabbed the barrier block but not the white terracotta is actually kind of crazy to me. And just move all of those over like that. And then you want to do 4 white terracotta, 2 pink terracotta. For the next row, I need to zoom in because that helps a whole lot more. You want to do 1 black wool, 1 white wool, 1 brown concrete, 2 white terracotta, 1 brown concrete, 1 white wool, 1 black wool. And it locked again. Okay. Then what you want to do is you want to do 1 black wool, 1 white wool, 1 brown terracotta, 2 white terracotta, 1 brown terracotta, 1 white wool, 1 black wool. For the next row, do 1 black wool, 2 powder, 2 white terracotta, 2 powder, 1 black wool. For the next row, do a solid row of black concrete powder. Then finish it off by doing 3 solid rows of light blue wool. So 1, 2, 3. And I know what you may be thinking, this does not look like him, but we will put on the last little 3D effects right at the end. So, once you have done that, it is time to move over to, let's say, the sides. No, well, we'll just do the rows that we need. So, what you want to do is you want to do 4 solid rows of concrete. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do a solid row of wool. Like that. Then the back and the sides are pretty simple to do. So you can get rid of either your white terracotta or these two, but you are going to need to take out your cyan concrete and your light gray concrete. So what you're going to want to do is, once you have that, break out these 6 middle blocks and replace them with cyan concrete. Actually, not cyan concrete. Light blue concrete. Like that. Then what you are going to want to do is you're going to want to go up by 1, 2, 3. Go up by, let's say, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Yeah, 6. Then do 2 cyan. So 1. Oh, it actually gets 5. 2. Yeah? Yeah, it's 5. So go up by 5 on this other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 cyan. For the next row, just fill this in with your light blue concrete. So fill that all in. Like that. Then what you want to do is you just want to fill the rest of this all in with your light blue wool. Like so. And basically, once you have done that, you are done with the back of your statue. And as a matter of fact, to make everything a whole lot easier, both sides are identical for the sides of the statue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the right here. And what you want to do is, coming to this block right here, you want to go up by 5 with your concrete powder. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we need to make that 4. Now it is only 3. So go up by 3 and place a black wool here. Then what you want to do is come up by 2 with your black wool here. Then outline all of this with your light blue concrete. So 2 light blue concrete here, 2 light blue concrete here, and 1 light blue concrete here. And you can break this block here and replace it with a light blue concrete. Then what you want to do is coming from here, you want to place, actually from this we are just going to do row by row. So what you want to do is you want to do solid row of light blue wool, another solid row of light blue wool, then do 1 light blue, 2 pink, 1 light blue. Ugh, this is super fun to do. You know, with my phone just locking up like instantaneously. Then for the next row, do 2 light gray concrete, 2 blue wool, 1 light blue wool, 1 white wool, 1 light gray concrete, 2 wool. For the next row, do... yeah, that's alright. Do a solid row of light blue wool. Then for the final row, just do a solid row of... actually, no. You want to do 4 light blue concrete, and then 2 cyan. Like that. Leaving you with something that should look a little bit like that for the side. Then once you have that, all you need to do is come over to the side here and do the same exact thing. So, pretty self-explanatory. Just look forward at what you have and place it down. No difference or anything. The only little thing you need to remember is this block right here needs to be broken and replaced with a light blue concrete. And that's all you really need to do, is just look forward at what you have and fill that all in. Pretty simple. Nothing really to that, so... there we go. Now just to build out the eye of whatever this dude is. Then the top. And there we go for the other side. And for the top of the statue, all you need to fill this all in with your light blue wool. So fill that all in. Like so. And once you have basically done that, you are actually 100% fully done with your statue. Not counting the 3D effects. But all you have to do is there's a little tail on the back and there's the head thing plus the ears on the side. So for the head, all you want to do is coming up to this block right here. You want to place 1 white wool, come over to the side and do the same exact thing. Then you want to go in by 3 with your light blue wool. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Actually make that only 2. Fill the rest in with your light gray concrete. Then do 3 light blue, 2 light gray concrete, 3 light blue. Then skipping a row inwards, so you only want to place 6 wool. Leaving you with something that should look a little bit like that. Once you have done that, all you need to do is come over to the sides here. And what you want to do is you want to find this block right here. And you want to place 1 cyan concrete. Go up on top of that and to the right. Then go up 1, left 1. And then just fill that all in with your cyan. Leaving you with something that should look a little bit like that for the ear. Come over to the other side and do the same exact thing. So find this row right here and do 1 cyan concrete. 1 cyan concrete. Go to the right of it, up by 1, left by 1. Place 3 cyan right there. leaving you with something that should look a little bit like that. And then it's up to you if you want to add it, but there is a little tiny tail on the back of the statue that is placed right in the middle here. So you want to find this row right here, so the row right above this block, and you want to count in by 1, 2, then place 2 cyan. Go on top of that and create a little square, leaving you with something that should look a little bit like this once you are done. If I'm not mistaken, I did actually get this face right. Yeah. Let me give you a little go around here. And actually, once you've done all those little 3D effects, you are 100% fully done with your Ohms. I'm pretty sure his name is Ohms Minecraft. Ohms Minecraft statue. I hope to see you guys in the next video, and bye.